Activation word, Ronald McDonald. Public highway, congressman, pipe bomb, airport. We are past phrase go. All true patriots, now attack. Now is the time for all true American militiamen to take a hold.
EW.
So much, you may even get tired of winning, and you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
Holy crap, boys. What a frickin' weekend it has been. Absolutely incredible. I forgot to set my headphones differently. There we go. I don't know how, if you have not been absolutely gassed up over the past 24, 36 hours, I don't know what to do with you. You might be a lost cause. Holy crap. I have the energy to go for another 250 now. My energy tanks have been refilled, topped up, overflowing. My Patriot energy is at the highest level it has ever been. Total cultural rout, says Agitprop Master. Read my piece. Your piece is in the stack today. I'm going to try to keep the early remarks as limited as possible because holy shit, I've got to pile through a lot of links. People kept sending stuff to me and I'm like, I can't not do that. And then there's one little segment here at the back end of it that the other day after I finished the lab, I went out and I was watching the World Cup game, just kind of like scrolling, and I got down I don't know what you call it, like a scroll hole or something, where all of a sudden the algorithm's like, oh, you want to see these things? How about this one? Here's another one. Take another. How about a third, or a fourth, or a fifth, or a sixth? And I went for probably 45 minutes with every single video, some variant of a non-American coming to America and just raving about it, about how incredible it is. And there's some consistent patterns that you'll see through it, but I just started bookmarking. Like halfway through, I just started bookmark, and I've tried to present them in as close to I kind of moved some things around a little bit, and I probably, when I was moving tabs, I might have messed something up, but I, some stamina. But I want to try to recreate that experience for you guys as much as I possibly can. We've got some Wife Jack submissions in here. We've got just wall-to-wall Keno all across the country yesterday, all across the internet. And then I've also got a video from Spencer Pratt that we're going to watch declaring war on the communists. That dude gets it. And then, of course, this long post by our great propagandist that caught a little bit of traction talking about aesthetics. And the man nailed it. Now, speaking of the great Pseudomaster, this is the first of 2 streams that I'm doing today. I'll have to repeat this multiple times, I'm sure. But after this stream, I'll take a brief break. Got to set some things up, and then we'll be going live again. Now, the second time I go live, I will not be on YouTube. So those of you who are watching on YouTube, you'll have to come over to Kick because we have a Pseudowave prepared for us. And of course, we could not be watching anything other than The Patriot. It promises to be an absolute banger. I happen to know of at least one incredible Patriot edit that made it in there. So we are going to have a grand 5th of July today, celebrating our great country. And as you notice, I got myself something a little special for the occasion. Let me get it up here where you guys can see it. You will not believe where I found this. I mean, some of you may. Many of you will once you hear it. Some of you may have already seen it. See, to the Euro bros out there, you have, to the extent that you have gas stations, you've got little petrol stations that will give you maybe the bare essentials, but you don't get the truly bare essentials. Our gas stations, our great and glorious Buc-ee's, had one of these hanging in the merchandise area, the clothing section. And I saw it and I was like, done. My money is already spent. I can't not get that. I have to, and I got it like 3 weeks ago maybe, and I have been champing at the bit to wear it. And I knew I had to wear it. I had to wear it for the 4th of July stream. I didn't end up doing the stream yesterday because I was going to do it later in the evening to give people time to do their celebrations and everything. And then I realized that everyone was just out with family and friends and fireworks and such things. And then my president gave a speech for the ages. There was a small handful of us in the King Pill Discord. Living Dead was there. There was a small handful of us there that were just laughing. It was just incredible. It was so good. Aesthetics, perfect. Communists, pummeled. It was tremendous. And then the fireworks show. So I've got some stuff from the fireworks show here that I'm going to show today, as well as some of the other festivities that went on throughout the day. The speech itself, I'm going to save. He gave a great one at Mount Rushmore as well. I believe on Monday we're going to watch those. We'll watch those, and I've got another JD Vance and Trump video to watch. So I think I've got all of Monday's show just prepared, ready to go. We're going to be overdosing on Trump content. I mean, that's kind of like if you had to describe the lab in a sentence, maybe overdosing on Trump content. So speaking of which, pay for your Trump content, please. Tips.kingpill.com. We need to support the cause here for the sake of my lovely wife. Gaga is here. Gaga got here yesterday afternoon. We were setting up, getting her room prepared, and then spending time with her once she got here. Eastwood is just over the moon. The dude, speaking of Patriot energy being powered up and overflowing, he is just off the wall. He cannot be contained. The young men are on their way up, boys. White males are way up. Did the soundboard come through? That was the one thing I just realized I didn't check ahead of time. No, it looks like it's not coming through. Okay, it'll come through when I switch the. Actually, hold on. Let me try this. Does that do it? No. Okay, it'll come through when I share the screen. Speaking of, the first thing we got to do today is. Here we go. We got a Pseudowave preview. America 250. It's not easy. And while I have the screen shared, I am going to play this from Pseudovim.
It was great meeting you in Fort Worth last week. Great show.
Thank you for the $20, Pseudovim. It was great meeting you as well. Very good to meet you. I don't know who you were, but I liked everyone that I met. I'm not sure exactly who Pseudovim is, so if you're in the chat, you can identify you. It was great meeting. Identify yourself. It was great meeting you, and had a couple of very interesting conversations with some patriots there. Venmo says wit. 1488, and he says to the new millennial quartile. Hell yes, brother. I could play one of these. And then something got interrupted here. And thank you to D. Allman for the $5. Also, got to meet this fine gentleman in Fort Worth as well. And he is a tall, strapping, handsome patriot, confirmed. It just so happens that every time you go out and meet a patriot, it turns out that he's just a handsome, flourishing white boy. It's incredible. Incredible. Okay, so for a little preview of what's later to come tonight, from Agitprop Master on Twitter, America 250. It's not easy. That little caption there, I have a feeling I know what this is going to be, and I am prepared to enjoy every last little bit of it.
Happy birthday, America!
Yes! Yes!
I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. I'm just out to find the better part of me. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train. And it's not easy to be me. I wish that I could cry, fall upon my knees.
How does he do it?
Find a way to lie about a home I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but don't be naive. Even heroes have the right to bleed. I may be disturbed, but won't you concede? Even heroes have the right to dream, and it's not easy to be me. Up ahead, away, away from me. It's alright. You can all sleep sound tonight. I'm not crazy
America's rise!
or anything. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. Men weren't meant to ride with clouds built
Ah!
on their knees.
Suda!
Only a man, no silly red sheet, digging for kryptonite on this one-way street. Only a man,
Act accordionly!
red sheet, looking for special things.
Shout out Jeff Accordion.
Inside of me, inside of me.
The point!
Inside of me.
Ah!
Inside of me. Inside of me.
This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
No phony red sheet. I'm only a man looking for a dream. I'm only a man in a phony red sheet, and it's not easy.
Ah!
It's not easy.
Oh my god.
To be me.
Bro. That was a next level, S tier, one of a kind, a top of the mountain, the summit. That was extraordinary. Extraordinary propaganda. I'm like, you ever reach the point where you're like chimping so hard you can't even move? You're like paralyzed by the chimping welling up in you. I'm going to play that one again tomorrow. I want to play it again right now, but I've got so many things I've got to get through. We can't afford it. I'm going to play that again tomorrow. That was just glorious, absolutely extraordinary. I'm going to follow it up with this.
Get up, cocksuckers. It's all over. Listen, we had a rough couple of months. Fucking Katrina's cousin Maria. The other one, Puerto Rico, Houston, fucking Florida. Listen, it's been tough up to now. The earthquake in Mexico, the White House, whoever the fuck is going on. But it don't matter. They want to shoot. It's time for us to fucking shoot, cocksuckers. They want to get down and dirty. Don't forget who the fuck we are. You understand me? We're the baddest motherfuckers out there. You send a message to that fucking North Korean. He's gonna be sniffing my dick and sucking my asshole. That's the focus. We're going to North Korea in like a year. It's gonna be an island. It's gonna glow in the dark. You know why? Because we're Americans, cocksuckers. Who the fuck do you think you're dealing with? Stop with the gun control. They're selling more guns than ever the last 3 days. Stop with the fucking whining. Stop with the Russians on Facebook. I don't give a fuck. Worry about yourself. Keep your eyes open and get the fuck off Snapchat and fucking Twitter, cocksucker. Stay black.
We need to take those motherfuckers out.
Speaking of gun control, you know what kind of gun control we don't tolerate in America? Bala gun control. The White House made a direct call to FIFA to ask Gianni Infantino to review Folarin Balogun's red card, and it was suspended. He got the call. Donald Trump, Mr. President, sir, thank you. You're not going to control our Balogun. We are going to deploy him against those Belgians. So just everything is coming up America right now. Everything. This is what it's like to be a big nation in the soccer world, the global soccer world. Yeah, they bend the rules for you. Deal with it. Suck it. Rules bent. America accommodated. Incredible scenes. Cornwallis ain't got shit on this.
Hey, Big 13 on top. Y'all never seen shit like this. 250 years of kicking y'all's ass. Redhead's gonna need a stretcher for this one. Whipping the Hellcat straight through Jamestown. Bury the redcoats face down. Full auto muskets chopping trees down. Mother freedom in the Big 13. No room for your king and crown. Never trust it up. Never trust it up. See a redcoat musket to the dome. Make his heart stop. Never trust it up. Hey, you there. Wait, alright, delete all that. See like the Delaware, wrist on my wrist. Go and tell Cornwallis that he can tax this dick. Guerrilla warfare, catch him with their trousers down, I don't miss. United States on top since 1776. Hey, Big 13 on top.
I get the sense that I'm going to be just screaming a lot today. Ah! Suda sent me this one yesterday, and I was just levitating. Just fucking levitating. This one from Pete Hegseth, 250, America, Marine Corps.
Over 250 years, we've had many names. Leatherneck, Jarhead, Jairi, the Standard. But there's one name bestowed by our enemies. It depicts an indomitable fighting spirit. That we're ready at any time to go anywhere for anything our nation needs from us, with only one objective: to win. The name is a warning across time to anyone who stands against us, so they're not mistaken when they encounter a devil dog.
I need to get the train dog. I need to get the train dog added to the soundboard here. For moments like this, where all I could do is just pant. Yeah, Straight Buster says, I saw people being gay about this. The DOW is posting videos about Marines killing whites. Yeah, you know what? I don't care what color you are. If you're attacking national infrastructure, I don't care how based you think your reasons are. If you're attacking national infrastructure, yeah, we're gonna send the fucking devil dogs after you. That's how it works. That's a pretty good definition of who an American is. The people who are posting up around critical infrastructure, wearing like kafayas and stuff, yeah, those guys, if you're aligning yourself with them, you are opting out of being an American. That's kind of how it works. This is exactly what I want to see from my Secretary of War.
In the proud spirit of America and in the proud spirit of our great country,
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your...
Got me like Alex Jones! Ah! Ah! My voice is gonna be totally shot by the end of this.
in the proud spirit.
Now, this video is one of the largest flags ever flown in the United States behind a moving vehicle. Happy birthday, America. I had to share this unreal but completely real video by the Diesel Brothers. Shout out to Sean Terhune for posting that one. And then Mark Andreessen posted this one. An all-timer! Imagine being a European trying to comprehend this. No one can do it like America. The notion of patriotism is rooted fundamentally in the American founding. Patriotism is an altogether different thing than nationalism or any like more kind of dry ideological thing. Patriotism is quite literally defined by expressions of love for America by Americans. And when we do it, when Americans lean into America, no one is even remotely, it's a completely different category. We have a category all to our own. No other country gets this category of patriotism. They can love their country. They can be proud of their heritage. I want them to be. I want them to love their country and be proud of their heritage so that they stay there. Don't bring that here. If you're going to come here, this is what we do here. We've got an entire continent to ourselves where we can do this. That's what yesterday was demonstrating. On July 4th every year, the Boston Pops Orchestra performs Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture with real cannons, as the composer did in 1882. The Kino is only just beginning, boys. This is where I got today's thumbnail from. A pilot used his airplane to draw a USA 250th banner using his flight path. It took him over 5 hours of flying time to do this. Patriot pilot. Think about the time that this took to map the whole thing out and then to fly it just perfectly. Exquisite. This isn't going to happen anywhere else. Nowhere else would someone be able to afford to do this. Only America can just blow hundreds of millions, billions of dollars for nothing other than symbolic displays of the love of our country. And we just shrug it off. Other countries would be like, oh, maybe we could save up for years and years and years and put something together and make something like this happen. No, America just does this every year. Just cuz. Just cuz. Suda just sent me a short clip. Let me pop this in here real quick. Giggity. All right, 10 seconds.
Thank you, lover. Thank you.
Patriot Suda. All right, here we go. 103-year-old World War II veteran, Corporal Wilbur Jack Myers, just perfectly sang God Bless America on camera during America's 250th. 103-year-old World War II veteran.
Bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountain to the prairie to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Oh,
How great was that?
my heart.
That is Corporal Wilbur Jack Myers, ladies and gentlemen. He will be singing God Bless America July 11th at Camden Yards.
Oh, man. 103-year-old corporal will be singing at Camden Yards. United States Air Force flyover over Disney's Magic Kingdom, an unforgettable display of precision and national pride above the most magical place on earth. This was one of the first videos that I saw yesterday when I made it to the land of the living. One of the very first things that I saw. And I knew right then and there that this was going to be a day for the ages.
Let freedom ring. Let the white dove sing. Let the whole world know that today is a day of a reckoning. Let the weak be strong. Let the right be wrong.
Oh, think of the little kids out there. Think of all the little boys. My son is, if my son was there when this happened and looked up and saw that, we would have been listening to airplane talk for a year after it. This is footage from yesterday. This is, if you guys haven't seen this, maybe some of you guys were out around doing stuff and trying to catch up, and the group chat was popping with people who were paying attention. If you haven't seen some of these scenes, you have to stop and look at them.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And when
Ah! Ah! Other countries cancel fireworks. This is what our Air Force does. The F-35 hovering up over D.C. It's just freaking surreal looking. Destination, FIFA headquarters. This is what Johnny Infantino knew was coming for him. If he didn't force the committee to overturn the Balogun red card. Scanning for libtards. The world's 3 best strategic bombers just flew over DC at the same time. The B-2 Spirit, B-1 Lancer, and B-2 Stratofortress all just overflew the U.S. Capitol and National Mall. The Imperial Capitol getting flight. See, this is why they had to have the memorandum of understanding. They had to cease firing for a little while, just so we could bring our boys back for the 4th of July. Pixels missing. One of the most surreal things ever created. Just remarkable. The B-2 especially, just remarkable that it exists. Look at that. That's a real item, real object out in the world flying around for someone to sit here and take a video of. What a country. Straight Buster said, had to give the fellas a break from bombing the shit out of Iran to come show the constituency what we got. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too, Bobby. Once I saw one of them like taxiing on the ground, I was like, holy shit, that thing is enormous. It's massive. It's so big. It looks unreal when it's just sitting there on the ground. Incredible the toys we have to play with. And then look at this. As the fireworks began last night, and by the way, the military singers and band were so good. It was so perfect. It was cozy. It was so American. Having all of the so-called talent just like boycotted or whatever or refused to participate was such a blessing. I'm so glad that this is what we had for the music last night. It wasn't like the audio levels weren't, I could imagine in person, it must have been unreal. Because having a live event like that, having the audio produced live, but then also piped through on a live stream, means like the levels aren't exactly right. So you notice the singing is a lot more prominent. So like in terms of like a technical music experience, it was broadcasting a live concert kind of. It just sounds a little weird. But the vibes of it, the little imperfections, and just having some dude in a military uniform with a guitar singing Toby Keith it could not have been better. It was absolutely perfect. If you didn't watch it, if you were out and about and you didn't watch it, take the time to go find a recording of it and sit down and just watch it all the way through and just take it in. The images of Trump sitting there, like scrolling on his phone, posting bangers while he's listening to it. Literally me. Yeah, the guitar player was unreal. They were so good. But right as the fireworks began, the B-1 Lancer hit the afterburners over the National Mall. You didn't see this, you couldn't see or hear this on the broadcast that I was watching, so I didn't know it until this clip came out. And I would have just melted into a puddle. I would have been paralyzed, pinned to the ground, if I'd been there in person for this. Wait for it. Ah! The people who it's clear. When my president puts on a party, you need to go attend the party. He is the greatest party putter-oner. A master of spectacle. If you had like the naming conventions of like the Greeks would use for their gods or whatever, like that's what he would be. He would be the master of spectacle. The Washington Monument. So you had the B-1 Lancer afterburner. And then during the fireworks show, the Washington Monument was struck by lightning. How many times? How many times is this going to happen? How can you see images like this and not trust the plan? I don't understand. Do you have a soul? The entire National Mall fireworks show in about a minute. So there's the whole thing sped up to about a minute, seen from the webcam at the top of the Washington Monument, starting with the B-1 Lancer flyover. This, I could tell watching it last night, like, it was not a fireworks show that was put on for the cameras of the people who would be watching it remotely. It was a fireworks show put on for the sake of the people who were there. It was such a scale that you could only appreciate it from there. It was massive. You probably had to measure this thing in square miles. The largest fireworks show ever. The live cameras there could barely capture it, so I was waiting to see this view from above. So you got to make sure you're watching. You got to watch quick, because there you go. There's the flyover right at the beginning, and then kaboom. Look how freaking many of them there is. 850,000 munitions for this. Someone posted in the Discord yesterday that the initial bombardment at the Battle of the Somme that lasted for about a week used like 1.5 to 1.7 million munitions. 850,000 blown off last night. Here comes the finale. Just unreal scenes. Please use my tax dollars to throw more epic fireworks shows in the National Mall and clean up DC, and less on Sesame Street shows in Iraq. So true. This is how we do it. Just like this. Oh, yeah, T-Con, we all should have been there. I let my president down. I'll be repenting to the end of my days. No better curator of my tax dollars. Yeah, T-Con says I've never been so happy to pay taxes. Donald Trump is the best curator of American tax dollars. They left home as boys 8 decades ago to go out and save the world. Last night, they sat at the World War II memorial together and celebrated their country's 250th. These boys, there was a couple, one of the guys was 107. 107. And he was posed up, they wheeled him in and he stood up in front of the flag that was on one of the first landers at D-Day. They had another flag from Checkpoint Charlie. They had the flag that was flying over the Continental Army when the British waved the white flag, and Trump called that out specifically. Look at these old patriots taking in the glory of their nation. Yeah, we cannot miss the next Trump party. We have to make a solemn vow that the next Trump party, we will not miss it. What's the next one? Well, I know that there's supposed to be their midterms convention is in Dallas. I really don't have an excuse, do I? Hey, Amy. So there was a weather delay. And there was a question as to whether or not the whole thing was actually going to happen. Politics and Poll Tracker said several hundred people have refused to leave the National Mall despite an order to evacuate because of severe inclement weather that's approaching. They were ordered to evacuate and people were like, fuck that, I'm not going anywhere. Some were even arguing with Secret Service agents. At one point, a crowd of people began running back toward the stage. An officer is sternly repeating the order over a bullhorn and the crowd is booing. Many have begun chanting, USA, USA. A federal law enforcement officer is trying to assure people that the event has not been canceled. One man walked by, blaming the situation on liberals in the weather service, adding, I think this is baloney. Liberals in the weather service, trying to cancel my president's party. This man knows how the world works. This man is locked in. This man is one of my president's greatest soldiers. So true. The libtards in the weather service got BTFO'd last night. And Trump posted this. Storms bring luck to whatever the occasion. They also make events a little bit more exciting. We will wait it out. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning or in 1 hour from now. Looks like it's going to pass. They always do. So true. They always do. That's all you got to know. The storm always passes. They always do. The storm is coming. The storm will pass. I will be there no matter what. But the what usually turns out to be a good thing. So no matter what happens, I'll be there. But even the what happens still is going to be a good thing anyways. It's Saturday night. Let's have some fun, even if we're out late tonight. They say 11 o'clock for the speech. Who cares? Remember 2 weeks ago when the big UFC event was at 100% chance of heavy rain all week long, and just minutes before the card started? Well, there wasn't a single drop, and the fights turned out to be among the greatest in history, an event for the ages. Our great veterans, especially the old-timers, many of whom are there, went through hellfire, and it didn't stop them. It's not going to stop us either. I'm not going to let some rain stop our 250th. Austin Paget at Ludwig Never Mises says one of the underrated cultural impacts of Trump is a clear repudiation of safetyism. Refusing to let a rainstorm cancel his 250th address may not seem like a big deal, but you know Trump had to override a swarm of panicked administrators to do it. Trump's response to death is literally to fight, or to quip that you have to go sometime. Maybe in your bed many years from now, but not at the cost of the fight, as Mel Gibson once said. If George Washington walked through bullets, we can stand in the rain. If we want to reclaim our country, we have to be able to handle the most modest expressions of courage. It's time to build. It's time to live, even if it costs just one life. If we don't, we will wither to nothing from a lack of meaning. Trying to avoid all uncertainty will cost you everything you care about. It's time to dance in the rain again. So true. In Trump's speech last night, he highlighted how the great accomplishment that was the building of the Panama Canal. And he highlighted how there was like 38,000 people or something who died in the construction of the Panama Canal. Imagine that today. You would never be able to build something great like that with this culture of safetyism. There's no way people would be beside themselves at what a horrific atrocity it was. And yet, such is the cost of doing great things as a nation. You have to take risks. I just wanted to highlight this from Pub. He's got so much fight in him and love for this country. He deserves our allegiance. Defiant Trump. He's like, I don't care how late it's going to be. No, we're not going to do it next week. We're going to celebrate America's 250th anniversary on America's 250th anniversary. And it's going to be great no matter what. Are you so spiritually stunted that you can't be inspired by this man? Percentage who say they are extremely or very proud to be American. In 2001, it was Republicans at 90% and Democrats at 85%. In 2026, it's Republicans at 92% and Democrats at 36%. Is it any clearer? What has happened to America? And if you are not proud to be American, if you scorn or countersignal these sorts of spectacles, this sort of celebration of America, you are spiritually indistinguishable from Democrats. You are an anti-patriot. You are the enemy of all things patriot. The Great Sudaman. The Patriots have the aesthetics. Getting Dave Johnson really excited, talking like that. And the First Citizen. We do tolerate Patriot fans around the King Pill Discord. Only a few, though. The Patriots have the aesthetics. I believe the Patriots are destined to dominate the real right because the Patriots have the aesthetics. Something happened during the White House fight night, and again during the fair on the National Mall, and is happening as we speak as expressions of Americana patriotism break out across the USA and the world given the videos coming out of Japan. For patriotic Americans, the ongoing spectacle is heartening, thrilling even. And among the hardliner faction, there was either no public reaction, an embarrassed reaction, or some quiet, reluctant acknowledgement that, okay, that was pretty cool, and or, I suppose there are worse wastes of taxpayer money. But by and large, the hardliners knew, and still know, that countersignaling these muscular, earnest, patriotic Americana displays would be an idiotic move. This cultural skirmish is a total rout. And I hope the rout gets worse because, first, the left has ceded 100% of the aesthetic ground when it comes to loving this country. If you're on the left and you enjoy your bunting and your sparklers, you can't say that you're fond of the aesthetic of patriotism. Because you can't say that you're in any way patriotic. Because the left is overtly anti-patriotic. Look at how leftist executives in blue fortress cities are behaving and what they're saying, and you'll have no doubts about that. And number two, on the right, you have the normie-cons who are open for business in terms of exactly what banner they will follow in the end. The patriotic banner. You have the old guard, neocon imperialist cocksucker types. Not patriotic at all, but who cynically deploy patriotic symbols to get the rest of us to send our sons to die in the desert somewhere and to import infinity foreigners and pretend they can instantly transmogrify into Anglo-Saxon-brained Americans with the stroke of a pen and other such atrocious suicidal projects. You have the hardliners, patriotic in the sense of loving the American nation, that is to say her people, and being generally aesthetically minded, but who hate the American regime and the cynical deployment of Americana and patriotism propaganda for nefarious purposes, and who frankly have not arrived at a workable alternative aesthetic aside from the usual European fascist hand-me-down aesthetics, which, don't get me wrong, are cool, but are not American, not really. Or they at least haven't fused with our traditional aesthetics to the point where they are more powerful than the ones we already have in our holster. That's why am I not a Nazi? Why am I not a fascist? Because, memes aside, this whole parenthetical description right here of the hardliners, that he nailed it. That's exactly it. I might have like fondness or respect or sympathy or appreciate the vibes, appreciate the aesthetics. But it's not American. And I'm an American. Life Support Unplugger says, take a drink every time Suda says something that is so true. We would be plastered. And then there's the populist America First Patriot Americana camp, the truesters they're sometimes called. I classify MAGA as having 1 foot planted in the old guard neocon territory and 1 foot planted in America First Patriot territory. And the neocon territory foot is heel-toeing its way in our direction right quick. To be clear, my province in the culture war is propaganda, story, aesthetics. So I'm describing these factions crudely and through an aesthetic lens. Obviously, I'm not a libtard, not a neocon. I am on the real right, the edgy online right, and I've got no shortage of ideas and ideals from the hardliner camp, have friends and colleagues in the hardliner camp whom I esteem highly. We're brothers, and we fight the same enemy. But I find myself in the Patriot Americana camp and sympathetic to the Patriot messaging because I backed into it purely on vibes. I entered this space feeling my way through by rediscovering my relationship to patriotism and by playing with and experimenting with the connection between my heritage and its ongoing relationship to this American aesthetic. Because America has had multiple incoming ethnic waves and a complicated, plausibly deniable ethnogenesis, the libtards have a point here, because there were so many new peoples to integrate for so many generations, the aesthetic has to be supreme. This is one of those, you don't just take a drink at one of these so trues. This is one of those where you drink every drop in your house. If any new group is capable of assimilating, they have to have a big, obvious thing to which they aspire to assimilate. I'm going to go back and read those last 2 sentences again, just to drive them home. Because America has had multiple incoming ethnic waves and a complicated, plausibly deniable ethnogenesis, the libtards have a point here, because there were so many new peoples to integrate for so many generations, the aesthetic has to be supreme. If any new group is capable of assimilating, they have to have a big, obvious thing to which they aspire to assimilate. I'm very conscious of this because half of my ancestors were pre-Ellis Island era Slavs, and they assimilated splendidly, enthusiastically. What the hardliners and patriots agree on, what distinguishes us from the neocons, from a huge chunk of MAGA, and probably still a ton of normicons, is that we agree that there is such a thing as an American. We aren't European anymore. We aren't atomized individuals whose culture is whatever the newest wave of naturalized yesterday immigrants from the subcontinent tells us it is. We are a specific people. So we agree that we're done lying or not knowing who and what we are. And we agree that we will no longer cooperate with our diminishment, displacement, and erasure. In fact, we aim to be as uncooperative as possible, lawfully and legally always, of course. Where and how we disagree is, at bottom, an aesthetic disagreement. As I indicated, hardliners bristle at a lot of this syrupy, earnest Americana crap because they can point to so many times in which patriotic aesthetics have been nothing more than tools in the hands of propagandists who did not wish our people well. And, fair enough, it's an evil thing that our people were led astray by the paper moons of our own beautiful symbols. Yes. But in the same way that no shortage of hardliners want to not only survive what comes next, but to win and to conquer, to take back what they see as rightfully theirs, I seek a point of reconciliation between the hardliners and the patriots. I need the hardliners to get on board with the patriotic Americana aesthetics. If you want to be in charge, you have to control the culture. You have to have the aesthetic. You need to control it, like the enemy controlled it for 100 years and frankly still controls it in millions of minds. The hardliners need a behavioral acknowledgement that the patriotic instinct to co-opt these classic American symbols is the correct instinct because it is the correct instinct. We're rolling up America 250 and the patriots are cranking out so much beauty I can barely keep up. Can't think of an image, video, speech, song that a hardliner has dropped that has been anything this week. If I encounter one that goes wide, that is identifiable as American, I'll blow it up as fast as I can click on the sucker. I don't even need a verbal acknowledgement that the patriots have the aesthetics. Simply pivoting and joining in the fun will suffice. And not even for me and for the Patriots' benefit. Heck, this should be a competition. Who can make the most beautiful stuff? Who can craft the most enticing propaganda? Who can win over the best craftsmen? Who can put ideas into the minds of the most effective elites? It's telling to see when there are people who, in moments like this, just kind of drift into the background. It's kind of telling. It's not to say that you're like obligated to performatively do a thing, but it's like, if you don't feel the urge to participate in these sorts of great national events, or if the type of participating that you do is critiquing or talking about how it could have been better or whatever, that's telling. There's something that's off. And also, if you take days like that, like yesterday, today, if you take great holidays like this to focus on whatever other crap, all the day-to-day, like this scandal or that scandal or who said what or any of those sorts of things, if you're participating in that sort of discussion, you didn't get the memo. You didn't understand the assignment, as
The N-word
would say. In the same way that American fascism cannot take the same form that Italian fascism or Spanish nationalism or the German NSDAP took, in the same way that the American flag and the man in the high castle had the windmill of friendship inside the blue field but kept the 13 stripes, a cute maneuver by the libtard artists who designed the show, the enemy understands and we must learn. The extant symbols must be co-opted. The symbols that are already there, the symbols that already exist, the symbols that have already imprinted themselves on people's minds, those must be co-opted. You cannot discard the symbols any more than you can discard your heritage. Hardliners and patriots agree. Our heritage is being discarded on purpose by people who hate us, and that is bad. We hate that. We all agree that being discarded by people who hate us is not okay, and we should fight it like wildcats, lawfully and legally. Hey, anyone who's awake-ish and on the right, if you want some vibes on your side, you need to be willing to love these symbols and to co-opt them and say, these are my symbols. These are beautiful symbols. And actually, they mean what I say they mean, not what hateful libtards and grasping foreigners say they should mean. Kaiser Lowengram and Homeric Futurist are doing an excellent job of capturing the narrative, capturing the vibes from guys like Yarvin. Kaiser and Diomedes are saying, no, we are not just LARPing as Anglo-Saxons, we are heritage Anglo-Saxons. The Anglo-Saxon tradition, Anglo-Saxon law, Anglo-Saxon custom of being armed and being free men, that is my actual heritage. I'm not playing. This is not a game. I invite you all to play the aesthetic game, as hard as the Patriots are playing the aesthetic game. First of all, I assure you it's fun and meaningful. The meaning I have derived from co-opting the symbols that have been used against me for my whole life and turning them to my purposes and personalizing them has been inestimable. And this is just me, nobody making me do it, a totally organic phenomenon. I'm doing this because I love it and it's fun, and I have to. These images come to me and they torment me until I give them form. And when I share them, the torment is gone and the sublime remains. I invite you all, throw down some seriously undeniable aesthetic grandeur. I dare you, because you cannot argue with aesthetics. Only beat them with better aesthetics. We are going to win. Mark Andreessen blew up 2 of Suda's videos and 1 of Kaiser's 2 nights ago. Yeah, I noticed that. I've had notifications on for Andreessen for a while. And I commented last night, Mark Andreessen keeps signal boosting all of my friends. What does he mean by this? Why is this happening? Holland scored. Oh, shit, that's right. That game's going on. You guys better appreciate that I am going to be not watching. I mean, I'll be honest. During the Suda Wave tonight, I will be watching the Mexico-England game, which promises to be just next level. Hey, Limeys, get ready to learn CONCACAF. But Holland has scored, of course. So 84th minute, Norway is up 1-0 on Brazil. Is a giant going to go down? Is a is a subcontinental power going to bend the knee to the great Viking force that is Erling Haaland? We'll wait and see, I suppose. Ryan Isaac says, "You cannot save what you do not love." Quoting Father Josiah Trenum. So true. Father Josiah is a patriot. Everything they taught you about July 4th, 1776 is a lie. The Redcoats weren't soldiers. They were something else. We recovered the real footage using Utope AI. Get this widescreen straightened out here. Independence Day, 1776.
God bless America.
It's the British! The British are coming! The British are coming! The British are coming!
I think I have it.
It's like a chessboard. They're synchronizing their efforts.
T-Con!
Fuck it, we ball.
Ah! T-Con! 250! Patriots, sir!
A shekel for a good guy.
Boner alert.
Thank you, my man. 250 big smackers. 250 cold, hard American dollars. My man, you are a patriot, sir. Thank you for that. Mrs. Kingpild is delighted. You've made it onto the nice list. As a reminder for those of you out there, you are by default on the naughty list until you go to tips.kingpill.com and pay for your white pills. That is the one and only way that you can make it onto the nice list. And it resets often. Oh, and go to forum.kingpill.com. Forum.kingpill.com. Go over there, sign up. If we hit the goal, there's a possibility for 2 goals today. So we can hit the goal on this stream, and then there'll be another one on the Pseudowave tonight. That'll be only on Kick for those who are watching on YouTube. Come over to Kick after this show is over, and we're going to be watching the Patriot done Suda style. But if we hit the goal in either of these streams, then I will do a drawing, and someone who has signed up at forum.kingpill.com will have a chance to win 10% of the day's total tip take in the form of a digital gift card.
Then checkmate.
Load those f***ing badgers, you bastards!
Sir, that one's biting the ram hand and pissing in the cannon.
That's just proper British fighting spirit, soldier.
Is that a f***ing badger?
Brace for badger!
Oh, God, it's got fish breath!
Tell me you see what I see.
Aye. And I think they like us.
Can I get a little help?
Big money Ben!
Welcome to America.
I've got a tea bag for you.
50 years ago, British landed on our shore. And we kept him on ice.
Why wasn't I told about this?
It's on a need-to-know basis.
I figure it's time for a cuppa!
Smoke him.
You felons!
I got a teabag for you.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna shoot from behind the motherfucking trees.
Get to the trees!
Get some, you wankers!
Today you will be fighting for your freedom from a society completely devoid of dental care. Today we celebrate our Independence Day!
Get in, George. Let's go kill some Reds.
Yes! The most American thing ever! History is my favorite subject.
Lock and load, Benjamin.
Locked and loaded.
Holland scored again! Incredible! The global south is going down!
We need to hit that cannon! Doesn't anyone have any bullets left? Bomber on the horizon!
That's not a bomber.
You British assholes! Up yours!
Patriot power! Incredible scenes! Just incredible. Yeah, Colin Rush, historically accurate depiction. It happened just like that, exactly like that. I love history. It's so good. Speaking of Kino, an excellent production from Jeff Accordion, Butterscotch. 1 minute and 44 seconds of pure joy.
Butterscotch, country, butterscotch, country, land of butterscotch, 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 land of butterscotch, butterscotch. Grab a load of butterscotch and put it in your hand. Buttermilk, buttered flow, sticky sweet, let it blow. Grab that handful down below. Butterscotch, take it slow. Country road, but overflow. Butterscotch, butterscotch. Ready? Here we go. What is that? Butterscotch. Country, butterscotch, country, land of butterscotch. Butterscotch, 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 land of butterscotch. Butterscotch. Grab a load of butterscotch and put it in your
my
hand.
president! Amy says, this is an acid trip. Yes, that is the Jeff accordion aesthetic. Incredible. That will now be stuck in your head for forever. Imagine you're a foreign regime paratrooping in at night, and we light up the sky with 50,000 illegal fireworks. No one truly wants this smoke. Look at this. I'm like, okay, let's see how good it is. Let's see what sort of scenes they get into here. Who wants to invade the American mainland? Sir, the British are coming. All right, set up the fireworks stands. Yeah, the smoke alone. God bless America! All right, now we have some wife jack submissions.
Okay,
2,
come on.
1.
White boys doing what they know best.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And when the band plays hail to the chief, ooh, they point the cannon at you. No, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator song.
Bye-bye.
Good.
Amy said, the American inside me wants my son to be this cool. The mother inside me wants grandkids. Well, you see, the grandkids have to be healthy, which means testosterone levels have to be peaked. And there's no better way for a young boy to peak his testosterone levels than to go hang out with the boys and blow things up.
The Roman Campbells took 2 ratchet straps, strapped them all together, and lightened them all at the same time to celebrate 250 years of America kicking ass and taking names? You can bet your sweet American ass I did. Woo! Good enough. This is gonna go one or two ways. It's gonna be badass or it's gonna be awesome. That's the only 2 options.
Yes!
Chance this is gonna work. There's a 100% chance it's gonna be awesome.
The European mind cannot comprehend this. A man in American flag shorty overalls, barefoot in the boots, with a torch. God bless America!
It worked! It worked! Did I go out and buy?
I can't even begin to comprehend the absolute patriot tank filling up that happened last night for all the white boys across the nation.
White males way up. White males have gone through the roof. White males way up.
This person caught, this is in San Marcos, California, this person caught the little boy next door singing the national anthem.
For the
And then these patriots did the best thing that a group of drunk white boys could do. Well, the best thing is the thing we just watched a second ago. The second best thing is this. Call Buckingham Palace to talk shit.
Hello, is this the Princess
He's got the Trump-colored phone, just like me.
Royal at the Buckingham?
No, it's not. It's the switchboard, and you rang before. How
Yeah.
can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know you guys gave up a 13-0 fucking lead. 1776-0, pussy. Fuck y'all. Let's go.
Ah! They take an L again. All right, now, Spencer Pratt has a message for you on the 4th of July. God bless America. And this.
We all had to sit and watch that vile commie mayor sit on the wrong side of our founding fathers' desks to try and lecture us about our own history. Notice how the communist always attacks your history. The communist must attack your history. Why? Because history is what anchors you. It's what makes us attached to something. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. History breeds an almost irrational attachment to things, an attachment that is more powerful than anyone can imagine. Erasing history is how you demoralize people, how you unmoor them and detach them from their society so you can take it from them and rewrite it in your image. Think of your country like a home. What makes your home special? It's not the marble countertops or the expensive furniture or the fancy appliances. It's the memories you have there. That backyard is where we got married. That living room rug is where our son took his first step. Hey, don't touch that. That was his first teddy bear. It doesn't matter how torn and tattered that thing is. You will never get rid of it. And you will fight anyone who tries to take it away. Why? Because you have history with it. You ever buy a new home? Remember those first few months? Even the first few years there, it doesn't feel like home. It could be a million times nicer than the crappy apartment you came from, but it doesn't feel like home for a long time because you don't have history there. It's easy to knock down some walls, change the floor plan. If you have no memories to attach you to it, it's just wood and drywall. Who cares? Get rid of it. Memories make it a home, even the bad ones. Hey, remember when Dad hit his head on the rafter in the attic and we spent all night in the ER? That's the avocado tree I fell out of and broke my first bone. Isn't it weird how even the bad memories make us cherish a place? It's not like we long for those bad times, but bad times are part of what makes us stronger, a part of what makes us who we are. How can you resent those memories without fundamentally resenting who you are? History is so important to humans that even bad memories anchor us to our home. And that's what the communist always starts with, the bad memories. Oh, we can get rid of that little story. We can knock down that statue. We can change the name of that street. That's a bad memory from our history. You don't want that memory hanging around. You're not a bigot, right? And slowly but surely, this wall comes down, then that wall gets sledgehammered. The rafter where Dad hit his head, that's gone. The rub where your son took his first step, that's gone. The gash in the wood floor where you stomped the glass on your wedding ceremony, that's gone and replaced with shiny vinyl planks. And now you've got a brand new home with no memories. Now what? Do you care what they do with it? Do you care what color they paint the walls? Nah. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I have no attachment to it. I have no memories with that. You love your home because of the memories you have there. And that's why the communist always must destroy your memories, destroy your history. If the communist wishes to take your home, he must first destroy your memory of it so he can erase your attachment to it and demoralize you. Mao destroyed what he called the four olds: old ideas, old culture, old customs, and old habits. If you call them olds, it makes them sound bad. You don't want that old thing. Get rid of it. But it is fundamentally human nature to cherish your history. We crave learning about our history, where we came from, who our ancestors were. That's human. But communism is an evil, anti-human religion, so it must destroy what makes us human. The communist destroys your history so he can take your home and rebuild it in his image. That's why it's your patriotic duty to celebrate today unashamed. It's okay to love America. Not only is it okay to love America, it's necessary to love America. America. We are the only bulwark against tyranny on this earth. When Europe descends into madness time and time again, it's our sons who cross the oceans to fight and die for freedom and human dignity. We don't let evil people destroy our history and rewrite it in their image. This is Independence Day. It's not just a number on the calendar. Don't say Happy 4th. That's commie gobbledygook.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
We say Independence Day. Today we celebrate the men who reclaimed a beautiful slice of this earth and claimed it for God, for the values of freedom and rugged independence. Our history is messy. Our history is violent. Fuck yeah, it is. And that's why we love it. We aren't cowards. We don't turn our backs on the painful memories because they make us who we are. Be proud of our country, damn it. America is the birthplace of every great invention of the last 250 years. Like literally everything. Airplanes, spaceships, internet, telephones. As a
It's reconnecting now, I think. Let's see if it thinks it's going live again. All right, now it says it's connected, but I've got to wait and see if you guys can hear me. I'm back. Matt's boner accidentally unplugged the computer. Yeah, right. Just lifted the desk right up. Okay, I think I'm back. Am I back over on YouTube? Can you guys hear me there? I backed it up here a little bit because I don't know when you guys lost me. I just need confirmation from YouTube people that it never left on YouTube. Oh, weird. It totally dropped off and said I wasn't even streaming on YouTube. Oh, I might as well just start the video over. Oh, I guess I'll just have to start the video over again. Also, Norway won. Brazil is out. Incredible. Holland goes on.
We all had to sit and watch that vile commie mayor sit on the wrong side of our founding fathers' desk to try and lecture us about our own history. Notice how the communist always attacks your history. The communist must attack your history. Why? Because history is what anchors you. It's what makes us attached to something. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. History breeds an almost irrational attachment to things, an attachment that is more powerful than anyone can imagine. Erasing
I don't know if he's the one who writes these scripts for him. I don't know if it's actually fully scripted or if he's just talking off the dome, but it is just the way he sets up the idea, the way he unpacks it, the way he ties these things together, and the musical backing with it. This is an absolute masterclass.
Erasing history is how you demoralize people, how you unmoor them and detach them from their society so you can take it from them and rewrite it in your image. Think of your country like a home. What makes your home
not just take it from you, but take it from you and rewrite it in their image?
Special. It's not the marble countertops or the expensive furniture or the fancy appliances. It's the memories you have there. That backyard is where we got married. That living room rug is where our son took his first step. Hey, don't touch that. That was his first teddy bear. It doesn't matter how torn and tattered that thing is. You will never get rid of it. And you will fight anyone who tries to take it away. Why? Because you have history with it. You ever buy a new home? Remember those first few months? Even the first few years there, it doesn't feel like home. It could be a million times nicer than the crappy apartment you came from, but it doesn't feel like home for a long time because you don't have history there. It's easy to knock down some walls, change the floor plan. If you have no memories to attach you to it, it's just wood and drywall. Who cares? Get rid of it. Memories make it a home, even the bad ones. Hey, remember when Dad hit his head on the rafter in the attic and we spent all night in the ER? That's the avocado tree I fell out of and broke my first bone. Isn't it weird how even the bad memories make us cherish a place? It's not like we long for those bad times.
Look at his shirt, anti-socialist social club. The memories, and then it's like exactly what Trump was saying. He was like, I'm going to be there no matter what, and the what is going to be good as well. Even the bad memories ultimately become the things that you hold on to and that you laugh about and that imprint your history. in your mind.
Bad times, but bad times are part of what makes us stronger, a part of what makes us who we are. How can you resent those memories without fundamentally resenting who you are? History is so important to humans that even bad memories anchor us to our home.
Yes.
And that's what the communist always starts with, the bad memories. Oh, we can get rid of that little story. We can knock down that statue. We can change the name of that street. That's a bad memory from our history.
This point is so good because it's so much more than just like, oh, the great things the majestic, wonderful things about our history. He's like, no. No, we're not just going to remember the good stuff. We're going beyond that. We're going to intentionally remember and claim even the bad things about our history because we're not afraid to. We're not afraid to embrace the mistakes in our nation's history. Because those mistakes are part of what make us who we are. They're part of what define our persons as Americans.
History. You don't want that memory hanging around. You're not a bigot, right? And slowly but surely, this wall comes down, then that wall gets sledgehammered. The rafter where dad hit his head, that's gone. The rub where your son took his first step, that's gone. The gash in the wood floor where you stomped the glass on your wedding ceremony, that's gone and replaced with shiny vinyl planks. And now you've got a brand new home with no memories. Now what? Do you care what they do with it? Do you care what color they paint the walls? Nah. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I have no attachment to it. I have no memories with that. You love your home because of the memories you have there. And that's why the communist always must destroy your memories, destroy your history. If the communist wishes to take your home, he must first destroy your memory of it. So he...
Spencer Pratt says, we are taking the maximalist position on this. No compromise.
Can erase your attachment to it and demoralize you. Mao destroyed what he called the four olds: old ideas, old culture, old customs, and old habits. If you call them olds, it makes them sound bad. You don't want that old thing. Get rid of it. But it is fundamentally human nature to cherish your history. We crave learning about our history, where we came from, who our ancestors were. That's human. But communism is an evil, anti-human religion, so it must destroy what makes us human. The communist destroys your history so he can take your home and rebuild it in his image. That's why it's your patriotic duty to celebrate today unashamed.
That's
it's okay to
vibe
love America.
switch.
Not only is it okay to love America, it's necessary to love America. We are the only bulwark against tyranny on this earth. When Europe descends into madness time and time again, it's our sons who cross the oceans to fight and die for freedom and human dignity. We don't let evil people destroy our history and rewrite it in their image. This is Independence Day. It's not just a number on the calendar. Don't say Happy 4th. That's commie gobbledygook.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
We say Independence Day. Today we celebrate the men who reclaimed a beautiful slice of this earth and claimed it for God, for the values of freedom and rugged independence. Our history is messy. Our history is violent. Fuck yeah, it is. And that's why we love it. We aren't cowards. We don't turn our backs on the painful memories because they make us who we are. Be proud
Dr.
of our
Doom
country,
Guy.
damn it. America is the birthplace of every great invention of the last 250 years. Like literally everything. Airplanes, spaceships, internet, telephones. As a country, we are batting 1,000. Not only is it a miracle this radical experiment in self-governance even survived past 1776, but we are the champions of the world. Be proud of that. Be proud of your history. Millions of your ancestors fought and died to preserve it. Kami Mamdani's ancestors never bled for this country. He has no history here, so he has no attachment to our home. He has no place to rewrite our history and lecture us about what our country stands for. So celebrate today. Show some American pride. Honor your history. Raise your flag. Raise a finger and say, fuck you, communists. This is our home, and you can't have it. Today,
fuck you, communists!
Independence Day. God bless America.
One open slot. Oh, man. I am a Spencer Pratt American. Holy shit. Mrs. Kingpelt said, imagine if Suda, Jeff, and Spencer teamed up. Imagine indeed. There was something back here. Straight Buster said Russia still keeps its statues and murals of Lenin. He also said he's somewhere between Trump's hammer, giggity, and JD's scalpel, a scary combo. Spencer Pratt, the cleaver. He is here to cleave away the bullshit. Kate says, Eagle Screech, thank you for celebrating your subscription for 11 months. Oh, it's been far more than 4 hours, Mr. President. What do I do? TrumpRx.com. All right, now, here, I told you guys I had this this sequence of videos when I went down a scroll hole on X the other night. One after another. Non-Americans coming to America for the World Cup and being blown away by what they witnessed. This guy here went to Terry Black's in Austin.
We have arrived at the very first Terry Black's. If you don't know what Terry Black's is, get to know. Apparently, Austin does the best barbecue food. Prime meat. Look at these smokers, guys. That's where all the brisket is made, I guess. Okay, let's get in.
The smell there?
I can't describe the smell of this place. It was incredible. And it was absolutely rammed. It honestly works like clockwork, though. First up was the sides.
Okay, so got me mac and cheese as a side, and some green beans. They give you this as well, but this is looking good.
You want the sausage original or jalapeno cheddar?
I'll have the jalapeno cheddar. Oh, mate.
The European mind is struggling to comprehend.
Cheddar, please, that'd be great. Yeah.
Charlie's just sat down.
It's a bit short down there. At least I'm like eye level with the food. Take it in, you know?
Strand it off the plate.
We're gonna have a very quick try of everything. Green bean. Very nice.
Those green beans are incredible.
Mac and cheese. Beautiful. Now, let's have a bit of this brisket. Here we go. Please be nice. Oh my god. That just melts in your mouth. Like candy floss. Look at it. Oh. Okay, let's have a go at this spicy jalapeno cheddar. Oh, mate. Is it spicy? Incredible. Is it spicy? Absolutely beautiful. Amazing. It is just incredible. What time we do this in the UK? America, you know how to barbecue. Honestly, could not eat another thing. So full, man. So full, but so good.
Deacon says, I want my brisket thick and fatty like Gio Scotti. So true, so true. Yeah, candy floss. Candy floss melts in your mouth like candy floss. That's their word for cotton candy. Americans really do enjoy life.
Genuinely know how to enjoy things because Americans genuinely know how to enjoy things. And I didn't realize how emotionally repressed I was until I moved here to Midwest. I was in my favorite coffee shop a few weeks ago, right? And this girl gets her carrot cake latte. And when I tell you, if this girl was Eastern European, you would think she reunited with her long-lost family member. Like, immediately after she tried it, she goes to the barista and she's like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And she turned to her friend and she goes like, wait, you gotta try this. Then they started passing the drink back and forth, like really enjoying it. And the barista was laughing. The little old chick me is sitting there like, wait, is everyone okay? Because by now you might know where I'm from. If something is amazing, you might not once, maybe 2 times if you're overwhelmed. Trust me, you can hand Eastern European the best drink they've ever had and they'd still be like, yeah, it's pretty good. Then you have Americans and it's the contrast. I think you guys experience minor joy as like a collective event and you don't realize how nice this is. You don't realize how draining it is to be always angry, always upset, always grumpy. You guys let yourself be openly excited, whether it's about coffee or about the Browns. I think Europeans, especially Eastern Europeans,
She's in Cleveland.
Sometimes confuse emotional restraint with depth. Meanwhile, Americans here, they turn carrot cake latte into spiritual experience. And you know, when I tell you Midwest made me soft, that's true because I have definitely tried that carrot cake latte and it was life-changing. And if you're from the Cleveland area, I wonder if you know what coffee shop I'm talking about.
Tikon says, single fellas, we need to be traveling with the World Cup looking for the Eurofoids. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. You gotta go show them what America is like. And then Theodore Dragonsbane said, America is so good, we make the Eastern Euros feel emotion. I was waiting to see if Miranchuk was in the chat. It's probably a little too early in the morning for him, way down under. But he was. I was waiting for him to say something about the Slavic personality. Craig's Tartan Army truck. Are you sure we can't trade the Scots for the Democrats? Look at our honorary American here.
So, after 5 months, I am going home. The tartan trek is over, the World Cup is finished, and over £1 million has been raised for mental health in the process. So, to say goodbye, I've put together a little video of the best bits. To the World Cup, to my walk across America. I will see you later on. And to all of you guys, thank you. Enjoy the video.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I can forgive him for using the graduating high school in 2005 anthem song for this. He doesn't know. Perfect use of it, honestly.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Remember how it used to be that Americans would go, like young American guys or girls would go like travel around Europe for a couple of months and stay at hostels all over and just like backpack around Europe? Now they come to America.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Fucking here. We done
I just cannot get enough of watching people experiencing my country for the first time. My first time floating the river as a Brit in the US.
This is my first time ever floating down an American river. Tubing, floating, you guys let me know what it's called, but let's go. I'm so excited. The river is so cold. Oh my, there's rapids coming up. Uh-oh. Watch your butt. Oh my, so cold. We were born in the wrong country. Mum's up there, wave up.
We were born in the wrong country. Yeah, they're Sun Anglos.
And that's the end of the flow. Are we doing that again?
We're doing that.
We're doing that again.
Maybe a few times.
Oh yeah. That was an insane experience. I keep asking myself, why was I not born in the US? Why was I born in the UK? It actually makes me sad. Like, the activities you can do in the US is insane. And also, look at that truck.
The Europhoids love the big trucks. Straight Poster says, tubing in it. I think this is the same chick here. This is her honest opinion of the US as a British girl.
I can hands down say that the United States of America is the best country I've ever visited in my life. And it's honestly where I can see myself living. I want to move there. I want to move there right now. Things that I saw, the foods that I tasted, the people that I met, best thing to ever happen to me. And I wish I grew up there because I can imagine that kids get a very good upbringing there.
Look how mental this is here in Texas at the minute in Austin, America. Look at all this here. Absolutely mental. You do not get this type of shit in England, honestly. Anywhere but England is better. Just look at this.
Straight Lord Breezy says, white reinforcements are coming, lads.
Honestly, Americans are so friendly towards us here. I feel like every time I leave the house with my dog, we get kind of, idle little chit chat with people. And as soon as they find out we're from the UK, they're so enthusiastic about it. They're so curious. They're really eager to kind of start building a friendship, and they're so welcoming in a way that I just don't think would be the other way around. When an American is in the UK, I don't think we take too much of an interest by and large. And it's such an incredible compliment. I feel so incredibly flattered by the way that we've been received. And it just makes you think about the way that we're perhaps not necessarily hostile to people in the UK, but we're certainly not welcoming in a lot of cases, I'd say.
It's only when you're out of the UK for any length of time and you come back in that you realise how fucking broken and how much of a shithole this country is.
I can hands down say that the United States of America...
What the hell?
...is the best country I've ever visited in my life. And it's honestly where I can see myself living. I want to move there. I want to move there right now. Things that I saw, the food...
I'm trying to figure out what's happening here.
Foods that I tasted, the people that I met... Best thing to ever happen to me. And I wish I grew up there because I can
Someone
imagine
got
that
their
kids
tracks
get a very good upbringing there.
Look how mental this is here in Texas at the minute in Austin, America. Look at all this here. Absolutely mental. You do not get this type of shit in England, honestly. Anywhere but England is better. Just look.
Yeah, there's something, I think he must have doubled the audio tracks, but not the video with it. Here's another one.
I've arrived at the World Cup in one of the most insane stadiums I've ever seen in my life. This is mad.
Look how absolutely astonishing this is.
I have a bottomless appetite for this propaganda.
In shock. I made this account a month ago showing a British perspective of life in America, and the amount of messages and the amount of support that I have received from Americans has been overwhelming. Like, it has been insane.
I feel like I've been lied to my entire life about America. Like, I'm in Florida. This beach is insane. Like, just as good as Australian beaches.
I have people asking to show me around. I have people offering to take me out on a boat. I have people offering to take me to their favourite restaurants. And that is beautiful. Like, there generally isn't any words to describe it, and I am overwhelmed with love.
Are you kidding me?
How the hell is this actually real?
Look at this view. T-Con says heroes now have a massive widespread case of FOMO.
And it's called Buc-ee's. They say it's a gas station, but that's a lie.
Can you believe this is a petrol station? These are all petrol pumps.
This place has 120 pumps. 120. Why? Are you refueling the US Air Force? Are you preparing for an alien invasion?
So, as I told you, the Walmart is just the best.
The frogs are rising!
Best tourist attraction you can have in whole United States, for me as a European.
The woman says, oh no, the man in the hat already paid for your beers. So we go up to shake his hand. We think it's probably the guy in the big cowboy hat. And he's shaking our hands as a firm handshake. And it's a proper Texas hospitality. He's like, oh yeah, he's just chatting away, asking us where we're going, where we're from. Lovely, lovely Texas man. And then he's like, hold on, wait here. I've got something for you guys. Heavy duty pin from the Amarillo Police Department. That's
Look at him. He got a Walmart logo tattooed on him.
I just got back from eating in all 16 World Cup host cities. The America that everyone warned me about was rude, dangerous, and broken. But the one that I actually turned up to, friendliest people in the
Adjobot Master says, Eurofoids dropping eggs for Cowboys. Brace for impact, Starmer! So true, Lord Breezy. Stray Buster says, what's insane is they could have figured this out at any point in the last, 20 years? Right. Imagine that. They've got this widespread case of FOMO, as Tikon said. Just the biggest case of nationwide FOMO ever is going to be storming back to England. They're going to realize how many great things they've missed out on for so long. Here's a New Zealand family reacting to World Cup fans.
Oh, mate. Okay, do you know what the worst thing about America is? What? Leaving. Having to go back. Yes, and whatever. I mean, New Zealand's, no shade on New Zealand. New Zealand's got a lot of beautiful scenery, a lot to offer. Yeah. But like I keep saying, it's very evident that our seasons are around the wrong way. And I've never felt that more than experiencing a white Christmas in America. We've got it round the wrong way here. So badly. Our summers are not summer anymore. Our weather is not as...
Dave Combobulated!
Today is Independence Day, +1, or as many of us call it, the 5th of July. And on the 5th of July, we tip our streamer and then take a little nap before the work week starts. Happy 250th America.
Oh! Dave! $177.60. Patriot tip from Dave Combobulated. Thank you, sir. That takes us over the goal, so someone is going to be making some money tonight. Go over to forum.kingpill.com. Make sure you're signed up there because we are going to be doing a drawing thanks to Dave Combobulated and T-Con and Dr. Doom Guy and the guy that I didn't know at the very beginning, who I met when I was in Austin, or when I was in Fort Worth, and D. Ullman, who I also met in Fort Worth. Patriots showing up today. Thank you, guys.
Strong. The predominant seasons that you get in America, Yeah, actual seasons. They make every 3 months feel completely different from the last 3 months. Yeah. And you get so much variety, so much activity. Like their summers are hot, dry, predictable. They've got like all of those lakes. They have such a culture on the water. Yeah. They know how to have a good time. Yeah, they Whereas do. we could be here in summer. We live right next to a lake, but it could be windy and drizzling for weeks over summer. Yeah. It's just I know. The quality of life like these foreigners are experiencing is so much better in every season. We have like 8 to 9 months solid of absolutely nothing happening here. Nothing happens. And it just gets cold and grey and like miserable, for the whole middle part of that 9 months. Yeah. And then, but in America at least you've got like a big summer break in the middle of the year. That leads into like all of the, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's, snow, snow season. Like they actually get snow. Yeah. Snow season. Then they go into summer, 4th of July. Yes. Like there's always spring break. There's so much happening. They foster their downtime really well. Yeah. Like and they work hard. Like he was saying, we've got this idea of
and like you could get the New Zealand climate anytime you want it. It's gonna be present somewhere in America at some point. You can travel anywhere in America and get any climate you want at any time. Whoever needs to go anywhere else? Suda says, hey Matt, let's make something happen. We are the sexy right. That's right, baby. The sexy right. You heard it here first. You've seen the Eurofoids here walking around in their flag bikinis, sundress, maximizing, overdosing on Americana. Yes, that America, that's ours.
Of America that's completely false. Yeah. Actually. It's we're all literally lies. being told lies. Yeah, and you go there. Don't go there, you'll get shot within 5 minutes. All this sort of stuff like that. It's like, man, they work hard, they know how to play hard, they've got the toys, they've got the space. Yeah.
We are hard!
The resources, and they're just having a good time.
Yep.
It's really hard to settle back into your own country after experiencing that.
It is. You got a major like post-America blues.
So good luck.
Post-America blues.
Totally.
We've suffered from that.
We have like
a few
majorly.
times.
We're suffering at the moment.
Yeah.
Watching this, like major FOMO.
Yes.
Major jealousy that all these foreigners get to experience 4th of July, and not just any 4th of July.
The big 250.
The big 250.
Yeah.
The big 250!
Is there anyone that just wants to just fly us over?
I wish we were there
I'd jump on
so
a plane
bad.
tomorrow.
I'd go over with just like literally like a backpack full of like
Same.
undies and t-shirts and that's it.
Even that, I'd go to
Yeah.
Walmart and buy my whole life.
Yeah, exactly.
In one day.
Yes!
I would give anything to be there.
Oh,
for
the big
4th of
250,
July.
that'd be so awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that one, make sure you smash the like button and check us out over on Patreon. There's a whole bunch of exclusive content over there if that's what you're into.
Make sure that you guys go and check out the rest of our channel if you.
I've got more for you. This one here is, as a contrast, this is a guy in London.
You supporting England?
No.
Are you supporting England in the World Cup?
I'm supporting Portugal.
Watch the faces that the interviewer makes at different times.
No, I'm an Argentina fan.
Of course, yes.
Why are you supporting England?
Because we live here. We have to support. Come on, 3 Lions. Up the Lions.
Are you supporting England?
I am supporting England. We're here in England. Why would we not support England?
As England's first World Cup game approaches, we're here today to find out whether people in England are supporting England.
Brazil.
You supporting Brazil?
Of course, Brazil all the way. I cannot cheer for any other country. Brazil.
Are you supporting England?
No.
Why?
They're not going to win.
Are you supporting them in the World Cup?
No.
Why?
From Morocco.
You're from Morocco?
Yeah.
Were you born in England?
Yeah, I was born here, yeah.
Some people might say you should be supporting England because...
I mean, if they do well, I'll be happy.
Are you supporting them in the World Cup?
I am, but...
All right, you ready for an insufferable disquisition? The white English void is here to deliver.
I understand why not a huge amount of people are currently.
Why wouldn't people support?
I think a lot of the issues is to do with the use of flags right now. So I think it's hard for people to kind of differentiate between whether people are using it because they support their country or whether they're using it as kind of a tool of intimidation.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. A lot of people don't. Why? Because a lot of people ethnically are from different countries. So
Yeah, but we reside here, so we should come together and unite and support the troops and the boys. That is England.
Were you born in England?
Yeah.
Some people might say you should be supporting England.
Nah, I shouldn't.
Supporting England?
Nah.
Why?
Congolese, innit?
You're from Congo?
Yeah.
They should support their country of ethnic origin first, and primarily, and secondarily, if they are not in the tournament, you got to support England.
I am supporting England, but then when I see the flags, I'm
She's
like,
still going!
Are you supporting England right now and that's why your flag's out? Or are you kind of...
What is England supposed to do to solve that problem? That's their flag.
No, I completely get it. It's more kind of why are Reform using it in order to use it as a tool of kind of intimidation, and if you are not white, if you're a person of colour, then you're not British. It's that kind of like divisiveness of a symbol of a nation.
Are you from another country?
Nigeria.
Nigeria, okay. Let's say England play Nigeria.
I'm voting for Nigeria 100%. But that's where we go into history. That's where like it gets you start going a bit technical.
Okay.
But forever appreciative of England and the first world opportunities it provides us, and of course I'm supporting them. More togetherness, less
division.
Less division.
Do we have a moral obligation to support England, especially with a lot of us coming from different ethnic backgrounds? And secondly, is it coming home?
No! Banish! I'm not going to listen to that. Americans have such national pride. This is yours truly writing. Americans have such national pride that it's easy to think of where we could be right now with our lofty imaginations. Compare our current state to that and then feel depressed at the delta. Lots of things have gotten really bad gradually and then all at once. But it's also easy to lose sight of just how good we have it, especially in contrast to the rest of the advanced world. With communications being globalized as they are, and Europeans knowing as little about day-to-day life in America as Americans know about Europe, it's easy for Americans to start viewing our situation in the same light as Europe, Canada, UK, Australia, etc. Their perspective rubs off on us because neither of us can fully appreciate the other's experience, for better or for worse. Neither can truly grok the living standards of the other. So non-Americans complain about affordability, incompetent leadership, corruption, decay of social standards, etc. And Americans go, oh yeah, we have those things too, not understanding the magnitude of the difference. If there's one thing that would all but guarantee America descends fully into the state of the rest of the West, it'd be Americans falling into paranoia and despair. Such things are anathema to the spirit that created America. So their proliferation is the equivalent of American extinction. The proliferation of paranoia and despair is equivalent to American extinction. Anybody who is trying to proliferate paranoia and despair is performatively trying to bring about American extinction. America is not just another European nation. We're an entirely different category of global power, and our national temperament is substantially distinct as well. There's a real anti-fragility present in the American system, owing in parts to our temperament, our unique system of government, and the astonishing blessings of geography, ecology, and resource richness the Lord has given us. Now, non-Americans are suddenly realizing how extraordinarily well-off and civilized America is, and them raving about it is reigniting our own national pride. At the same time, it's sending them home with, one, a new perspective on their own civilizational degeneration, and two, new seeds of distrust in their own institutions that they've just realized have so confidently sold them such preposterous lies. It may take some time to recognize it in retrospect, but this Venezuela-Iran World Cup 250th midterms arc of Trump's is setting up as an inflection point in the trajectory of not just America, but the entire Western world. Here is one of our Rue brethren, Drew Pavlou, experiencing a Bass Pro Shop for the first time. The Aussie mind begins to comprehend. And then he, hold on, I gotta come over here. This is what he said. He said, walked into a Bass Pro Shop for the first time today as an Australian here for the World Cup, and it was unreal. Dallas, Texas is literally a land of kings. The general wealth that exists here is just crazy. Even just middle-class people live so much better than well-off people in Australia. My Australian friend from uni lives here, pays 20% tax, earns way more than he would earn in Australia, can actually afford a home, and can support his wife on a single income. Crazy. We have fallen so far behind in Australia. The American boners are spreading. For those saying there are these activities in the UK, we are still not the same. James explains.
I have finally figured out the biggest difference between America and the UK. It's not the food.
This man is a Sun Anglo. Look at that. Look at that skin.
It's not the accents. It's not the size. It's the mindsets. Yesterday we went to Lava Hot Springs. We went down a fast flowing river on flotation devices. In the UK, there would be a safety briefing. There would be 10 lifeguards. There would be somebody telling you not to do it because it's too dangerous. Kids were literally doing it, by the way. Whereas in America, it feels like you are left to make your own decisions. Risk it or don't. It's on you. That's the biggest difference I have noticed. Often in the UK, it feels like there's always another rule, another regulation, and you have to constantly ask for people's permission to do what you want to do.
Oi! You got a license for that? Down with safetyism!
I feel like America encourages people to get after it, take chances, and not take no for an answer. This is my honest experience. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong.
The Australians have discovered Golden Corral.
In America, they've got this restaurant called the Golden Corral,
It's like a bit more posh than, a bit more fancy than like your normal American restaurant like Popeyes or something. But I was there with my kid, we went there, it was unbelievable. I wasn't sure exactly what you get. I was talking to an American in the line and I go, like, what's the buffet? Is it like mostly salad? Do you have to buy a meal to go with the buffet? And he's an American guy and he's like, baby, this is the South, okay? If this buffet was mostly salad, it'd already be out of business. Anyway, he was right. It was like prawns. There was this guy doing a barbecue with steaks. You could just keep going back as many as you want. He's like, how do you want it? Medium rare. It's like an inch thick steak. They got this special sauce there that's like their own sauce, which
they're loving the special sauce.
It's like it's vinegarish barbecue sauce. And there's a waiter.
The Aussie trying to describe steak sauce.
Even though it's like a buffet, you still have a guy come and clear your plates all the time, refills your drinks non-stop the American way. And then as I'm going, he goes, do you want a cup to go? And I hadn't heard this yet in America, but what they also do is they'll fill you up another Coke that you can walk out of the restaurant with. So you can just go home and just drink Coke on the way home. So unlimited refills while you're in there, and they push another Coke onto you on the way out. They're like drug dealers, but instead of pushing cocaine, they're pushing just pure happiness. It's just such
drug dealers pushing pure happiness. This is how the Aussie experiences Golden Corral.
A happy place to be. Like, you just with all these people. There's kids at the dessert bar just getting as much ice cream as they want. It's just the best, and it's like $20 or something.
It just keeps going. Americans support our military. Listen to this guy.
You know what I love about America? Okay, and I might be a bit biased here because obviously I'm ex-army myself, right? But there is not a country on this earth that appreciates and respects their military and ex-military as much as the Americans do. Okay, they fucking look after their own. Right? There are benefits that no other country fucking does. There are discounts to near enough fucking absolutely everything, and they get random people going, "Oh, thank you for your service, bruv." I've mentioned to Americans before that I was in the army, and they go, "Oh, thank you for your service." I'm like, "Nah, man, I wasn't in the American army." They don't give a shit. They just respect it. They appreciate it. I fucking mentioned to Disney World. I was going to go to Disney World several years back, and I asked if they do discount for British veterans, and they said. This was in Florida. There's like, we'd love to give a discount to allies of the United States. Look, fucking, bruv, there are so many companies in the UK that don't give a flying fuck. They don't give a shit, mate. They don't give a shit. But here, everywhere respects them. Left wing, right wing, don't fucking matter. They respect them, right? And I think that's fucking great. There are so many homeless in the UK that are veterans that struggle to go from military to Civvy Street. And it's absolutely fucking disgusting how they're just forgotten about. Meanwhile, they're taking tens of thousands of fucking in, right? And putting them in hotels and giving them fucking money and housing and like all sorts, bruv.
The N-word!
The UK is an absolute fucking joke when it comes to respecting their military. There was a bloke in 2024, I can't remember his name, but he was a soldier. And he got discharged. He got a conditional discharge and a £9,000 fine. Do you know what for? He made a silent prayer outside an abortion clinic. Yeah, thank you for your service, mate. But we don't want your type in the army. You can't be praying on UK soil. It's fucking disgusting. The UK's a fucking joke, and they could learn a lot from America. They could learn a lot from America. There are blokes leaving the British Army like no fucking tomorrow. Do you know why? Because it's fucking shit. They're cutting the pay. They're cutting all the fucking benefits, man. It's not worth joining anymore. It's not worth joining. If you're an 18-year-old lad, you've got no responsibilities, and you just like getting fucking pissed every night, it's great, man. Yeah, absolutely. Knock yourself out. But the moment you find yourself a girl and you want to settle down, get the fuck out, mate. Get the fuck out. I'd recommend you come over here and join the American military, to be honest. Fucking UK's gone to shit. And it ain't going to get any better if the fucking Green Party win either. Let's fucking hope Restore can get some fucking hope Restore can get some fucking patriotism back in the country. What a fucking shame.
Lord Breezy said Europe have been abusing our brothers, depriving them of vital life source. If only they'd had Golden Corral this entire time, none of this would be the case. This one, her European mind has been blown about Fahrenheit.
I need to sit up for this. Guys, I just made like the biggest discovery to my brain ever. So I recently moved to the US, right? And US has Fahrenheit degrees. And I'm used to Celsius. So I've been like learning, trying to understand Fahrenheit and like trying to remember and whatever.
Freedom
and I just
height!
watched a video that like completely changed my mind. Like my mind is blown. I can't. I am flabbergasted, okay? Oh my god. This guy made a video about like Fahrenheit and Celsius and like how hot it is, and then it was like a jokey video, whatever. And then I went to the comments, and people were like, "No, Fahrenheit made so much sense." And in my head, I'm thinking like, "No, it doesn't. Makes no sense. I have to like translate it all the time and like remember how much is like how it feels." And then someone in the comments said, "Fahrenheit is how your body feels, not the liquid." So 0 is cold and 100 and is very hot. So if it's 50, it's 50% hot. So it's like medium temperature. Oh my god. My brain just exploded. That makes so much sense. And now all of a sudden I understand Fahrenheit. I don't have to translate it into Celsius. You gotta be kidding me. What the heck?
Incredible things are happening. I don't give a shit how water feels about the temperature. I want to know how I feel about the temperature. A German soccer fan is brought to tears over how nice he's been treated in America. This video is so good.
A German fan is brought to tears not because Germany was eliminated from the World Cup, but because of how he was treated in America.
I fall in love with this country, and this was so emotional. I even cried in the stadium.
Call it a stereotype or a reputation that New Englanders are cold, even rude. But that couldn't be further away from the truth, at least not for a lot of visitors that are here for the World Cup. Sebastian Kraus has been spending the last several weeks in the U.S. following the German soccer team from Houston to Boston.
Sebastian Kraus has to be the second most German name of all time. You guys know the first.
And was afraid of coming over, saying that the news in Europe painted a picture of America being dangerous. But at every stop from the moment he landed, he says everyone has treated him with kindness and respect and has not felt unsafe.
Americans are not rude, Germans are not rude. If we are together, we can achieve great things.
Those experiences were topped by a New Englander's generosity. A Red Sox fan who, after a German celebration at Fenway Park, offered Sebastian and his friends to give him a ride to their hotel. It was a culmination of all his moments of joy that then led to this. That stranger is Bob Cyrus. He says all he wanted to do was to make Sebastian feel welcome.
Love USA.
Enjoy your time in the US.
To me, I watched the video by myself maybe 40 times. I had tears in my eyes.
Just like many others have when he's traveled the world. And yes, he too believes that New Englanders and Bostonians are actually friendly.
So this guy here said something that's very interesting. He said that the reason he was afraid to come to America was because his mainstream media over there scared him. He said it was very dangerous and the people here weren't nice, so he was afraid to come to the FIFA World Cup. But everywhere he goes, everyone is nice and there's no danger. So really, it's the mainstream media, yet again, that's causing the issues. And I looked into data and found the main problem here, and it's very obvious. Just take a look. In the US, mainstream media is 90% left-leaning, meaning...
And he continues and says the same thing about European media. Now, here's the last one that I have of Europeans commenting on America. And then we're going to throw a bone to our limey boys.
This is not what's happening in America, but then you go there and it is the chillest place in the world.
Chillest.
Everybody's super friendly, and that doesn't penetrate the European media.
There's so many people missing out on actually experience America and the culture for what it actually is.
because people obviously see that and get scared and feel like, ooh,
I shouldn't go, I shouldn't go. But it's your ancestors, your European ancestors went there, and they say, like in Europe and the media, oh, America.
How's that for a perspective? European telling other Europeans it was your ancestors who went to America.
America doesn't have any culture, but it does. It has every culture in the world, because America is this giant melting pot of every culture.
Yeah, and so many countries and food cultures, and that's why it's like
it's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's next level.
Like, we've been walking down the street before, and house after house in neighbourhoods in Tennessee, you'll see a USA flag hanging out in the front porch, and then right next to it, across the other side of the house, you'll have an Irish flag. You walk down, then you've got an American flag, and you've got the fleur-de-lis, the New Orleans flag, and then go down, you've got the lion rampant flag, like a Scottish flag. Then you've got the German, the French, the Swiss. We've seen neighbourhoods that have literally decided that they're going to post their nationalities on the front of their house and tell you, I'm American first. It's the first thing you see. Next thing you see is their sub-nationality, like from where they descended from. That's pride, and we just do not have that in the UK. But America, they're not scared, and that makes me so happy to the bottom, to my core. You've no idea, like, the joy I feel when I see Americans celebrate their patriotic nature. Like, I love it.
I love it. I love it. Now, to throw a bone to our limeys, here's one thing that they can do. Pub songs. This guy posted this in honor of Cape Verde against Argentina, which was the greatest match of the tournament so far. It was incredible. Incredible. Little island nation of 500,000 people taking it to the giant Argentina. Argentina barely ended up scraping it out, but it was such a good game. Everyone was cheering for Cape Verde at that point. Even I was. I was cheering for the tiny African nation. We were all witnesses.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. I will be strong, I will be faithful, cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning, yeah. I wanna stand with you on a mountain, I wanna bathe with you in the sea, I wanna lay like this forever, until the sky falls down on me. And when the stars are shining brightly in the velvet sky, I'll make a wish, send it to heaven, never you want to cry. The tears of joy for all the pleasure and the certainty that we're surrounded by the comfort and protection of the highest power. In lonely hours, the tears devour you. I wanna stand with you on a mountain, I wanna bathe with you in the sea, I wanna lay like this forever, until the sun falls down on me, falls down on me.
And on that note, the Labe draws to a close. Now, if you're watching over on YouTube, then just hold on. Give me a few minutes. I got to get things set up, and then we will Sudawave on Kick only. So you got to go over to Kick. Kick.com/KingPilled. Look up KingPilled on Kick. Head over there. And, actually, hold on a second. I got to do a drawing. I almost forgot. Almost forgot to do the drawing. How terrible would that have been? Okay, what do we got here? We're going to be watching The Patriot tonight. Delivered to us. Suda style. Okay. So we've got, make sure I don't have anything untoward showing here. And we do a drawing. The Patriot Wave. Yes! We are going to Patriot Wave tonight, boys. And I've got myself some brewskis that I'll be cracking open. Actually, hold on. What do we got? We got, hey, come on. Stop this business. Let me scroll. And 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I know I can do the click and drag thing, but the formatting on this document is a little wonky. And when I try to do little shorthand things like that, it sometimes freaks out at me. So there we go. We got 19 names, $50, hangs in the balance. 1 and 19. Answer. Kingless Kingdom. He lost his main account on X. I retweeted his new one. Go follow the guy. I'll go retweet it again as soon as this is over so you can go follow his new account. I think it's Meowl Enjoyer, Meowl Respecter. I can't remember exactly what it is, but Kingless Kingdom, he lost his main account, but he made himself $50 tonight by putting his name in the register over at form.kingpill.com. Congratulations, sir. I'll be hitting you up and finding out what gift card you would like to receive. Now, if you have not put your name into the drawing over on form.kingpill.com, there will be the possibility of another drawing. We will be resetting the goal for the Suda Wave tonight. So it'll be streaming, I'll say probably about a half an hour. I'll be going live again on Kick. If you're watching on YouTube, go over to Kick and stay tuned. We will have a glorious, glorious Patriot Wave brought to us by the great Suda Master. Thank you, everyone, for your contributions tonight in the chat, in the tip goal. And make sure you share the show, let people know about it. Make sure you subscribe, turn the notifications on, all those sorts of things. And yeah, I'll turn some EWBSX on. I gotta end it so that it creates one new one, and then I'll start a new one again with some EWBSX, and then we'll be back in just a little bit. So actually, if you're in the Kick chat, you can probably just stay there. I think it'll just refresh. So for now, I leave you with Hulk.
When they took a shot at my hero, and they tried to kill the next president of the United States, enough was enough, and I said,